Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video I'm going to be explaining and showing the difference between day trading and swing trading for longer term swings versus long-term holding. So the strategy that I use, probably many of you know already, I do longer term swing tradings. Of course I have my long-term position that I never sell, all my crypto that's in cold storage. But the crypto that I use for trading, I don't do day trade, I do swing trading. For longer term swings, in average 2-3 months, holding for, I would say minimum 1 month and a half, and maximum it's 3 months and a half. In average, just because it's when the moving averages cross bullish and bearish in crypto for the past at least more than 1 year, for the past year and a half or so, the swings have been lasting between 1 month and a half and 3 months. That's the reason why I hold for this time, not because I have a time limit that I need to sell in 3 months. No, it's because I follow the moving averages, and in average, these swings in crypto have been lasting between 1 month and a half and 3 months. If they start to become longer, then I will hold for longer. If they become shorter, I will hold for shorter. But the main strategy is moving averages crossing bearish and bullish, and that is when I enter or exit, or when I go long and short. So if you guys remember, I had this position open. I entered this position, I think it's, let's see how long ago. 52 days, so more than 1 month and a half now, I entered this one. And I wanted to show this. Maybe you remember watching my video when I entered this one. I said that 2 Ethereum per Bitcoin Cash was perfect to take profit. And I said I would be probably taking profit at that price, but then I decided I would not do it, even though it would have been perfect to take profit at 2. As you can see here, it just bounced and it sends the price all the way back down. So it would have been better to take profit here and rebuy here, but that's not what I do. Sometimes when I make videos, I don't have a script. I don't prepare my videos, so I just talk. I improvise as I'm reading the charts, and sometimes I will say things that I realize I shouldn't have said that, but you make mistakes when you talk sometimes. But in any case, taking profit at 2 was perfect, so that call was good, the call that I made. But then after making that video, I thought, wait a second, I'm not going to be exiting here when the moving averages just cross. There's a big chance the price will come back all the way down to my entry level, but that's not what I do. I don't day trade. So I decided I wouldn't, I wouldn't exit, and I would keep holding for the swing. The reason I'm explaining this now is because I want to show. I said this, like, I'm sure many times. When you enter following the moving averages strategy, whether you are buying or selling the cross, or whether you are buying the dip when it bounces on moving average, when we are already, for example, in an uptrend, or whether you enter on a breakout, either way of these three, whether you buy the cross, whether you buy the dip, or whether you buy the breakout, if you buy to hold for the swing, like I do, a good 80-90% of the times, at some point, the price will come back down to your entry level, and you don't sell. And it might be there, it might take some time for this to happen. You might have been holding already for a month when the price goes all the way to your entry level. When you see the price after so long holding, after you were in a good profit, and then watch the price come all the way back down to your entry level, it's like frustrating a little bit, but you get used to it. The more you do it, when you've done this enough times, you realize that it's not worth exiting and re-entering and exiting and playing the trades. It's always, not, I shouldn't say always, but in most cases, in 80% of the cases, it's better to just hold it there. Of course, if you had a good entry, for example, this was a very good entry. Why? Well, because the price corrected already 80% from here. I'm not even gonna count this crazy top here. I'm not even gonna count this because this is too crazy. But just from this top here, at the time, I entered this position, it corrected already. The bottom was here, so it corrected from there exactly 78%, which is the perfect Fibonacci level, by the way. So it corrected almost 80% from this top here, which means this is very, very, very likely that was the absolute bottom. So entering here, yeah, I missed a little bit the bottom, but I don't buy bottoms. I only buy when I have confirmations. For example, moving averages crossing. So I missed what was that? 25% from the bottom. But so what? This entry was close enough from the bottom that it gives me the confidence to just hold it for the upswing. Even if the price at some point come back to my entry level, I don't really care. I prefer to hold. I'm confident this was the bottom, so it cannot go much lower than this, and it didn't. And now it's bouncing back up again. Another position I entered, for example, was Ethereum versus Bitcoin, and this was a short. And I entered here, and I have been holding since then. I have not exited this position, and now the price is going all the way back down. I doubt it's going to go to my entry level in this case, but it's, from, if I would have exited here at this very deep here at the very bottom, I would have had a 37% profit. If I was to exit now, I would have only a 15% profit. So I am missing out, I am, how do you call it? All the gains that I could have made, now they're shrinking, right? I am like, it's going the opposite direction now. I'm not going to be exiting this after, such run up, even if it goes near my entry level. I don't think it'll go as high as my entry level, but even if it goes to this resistance here, it'll be close to the level I entered. So after waiting for a month and a half or 2 months, now here or more, it's coming all the way back down. I'm not going to be exiting and re-entering. If I decide to exit the position at some point because I think this is a reversal and it's going to go back up, even if I decide to exit, I'm not going to be exiting when it, after it went up all this. I would wait for the retracement, and then I would exit there, because chances are the retracement is going to give me a better price to enter, But I mean, if the moving averages cross bullish here, which it looks like they will, I would maybe be exiting my position following the moving averages strategy. Probably I will be exiting the position, but I will be exiting the position when the price comes back down and it's near the moving averages, not now when it's super extended up. It can go up to my entry level. I'm not even worried about that. I will wait for the retracement so that I can get a better, a better price for my exit. And basically, guys, I don't do day trading for a living. I don't trade for a living. In fact, I have been saying this for a very long time, since the beginning of my YouTube channel. I don't do this for a living. I have other things, and I have other, other sources of income. I only take positions when I am very, very sure the price will go my way. Otherwise, I prefer to wait. And when I enter positions, it's just to buy and hold. I'm not very active in trading. I don't want to be monitoring the charts every 5 minutes and stressing out. I did day trade for a period of time in my life, and I got to do it successfully. I know how to do it. I just don't do it anymore. I prefer, for me, it's not worth the time, effort, and stress that day trading, the day trading is, compared with swing trading. When you go for longer term swings, it's just so much easier. It's just so much, it's not that stressful. You just buy and forget for, you still need to monitor your positions, but it's not like you don't need to do it every 5 minutes. You can, the price is going up. The price has gone up from here to here, 35% at the opposite direction, but I'm still in profits. I don't need to be stressing out, thinking I need to exit very, very quick. And it's just, for me, it's not worth it. It's just so much easier to, to go for the longer swing. So just to recap, I entered only three positions in the last probably more than 3 months. I mean, last time I was opening positions was down here when Bitcoin was 4,600. That was my last entry. Then I held for the right. I've been selling here. So up until today, that's already 210 days. So, more than 6 months since I was entering the last time. Then I held for the right. I've been selling, for fiat into my bank account here on the highs. And now I just entered my last positions. I entered right here. I entered a few positions, but before this one is what I mean. Before this one, the last one I entered was all the way there like 6 or 7 months ago. After that, I just held, and then I have been exiting. In the beginning of the year, I was exiting, and then I entered shorts and some longs 2 months ago, almost 60 days ago. So 2 months ago, and in the past 2 months, I only entered 3 positions. One was this one, which I'm still holding. The other one was this one, which I'm still holding. Then I entered a position for OMG versus Ethereum, and that position I closed it more or less quick for a loss. It cost me, I lost in that position 10% because the price went the opposite direction. And I'm not going to be showing the chart now, but I had my reasons after doing analysis. I have my reasons after reading the chart. I had my reasons to exit for a little bit of a loss. I think it was a 10% loss. I don't know if you guys remember that video, but as soon as I exited that OMG position, I put that right away into Bitcoin Cash here. That's why it says here increase from OMG. So I increased all the OMG position that I exited there. I put it right here in this entry, and it's still here. So from this entry level up until what it is right now, this is a 33% up, which means I lost 10% 10% on that OMG when I closed it, but this same position, it's now at 33% gain. So I made that money back and more already. So it represents I didn't lose anything, and it was only 3 positions in all this time: Ethereum versus Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash versus Ethereum, and OMG versus Ethereum, which means I used almost all my Ethereum. I mean, I sold Ethereum for fiat at $1,000, and when I sold enough into my bank account, I decided that I had sold enough Ethereum for fiat. The rest of my Ethereum, I put it, almost the rest of it, like 90% of it, I put it between Bitcoin Cash, and OMG. And the OMG I exited, and I put all that into Bitcoin Cash. So most of my Ethereum went into Bitcoin Cash, and some into Bitcoin as well. So that's all the positions I took in like 3 months, and before that, 2 months, and before that it was like 3 more months since I opened positions. So I open positions only every like 3 months, and not even that many, and I don't have to be worrying and day trading the little bounces, because it's too difficult to time. You can do it, but it requires a lot of analysis and a lot of being in front of the computer. By the way, I entered another position today, maybe 2 hours ago, which is EOS versus Bitcoin. I bought this breakout, and I have targets, so it's only for a trade. This one I don't want to be holding this one until the time the platform launches. I prefer to sell before it launches. I don't want to be holding EOS by the time it launches, but it's still 2 months. We're still 2 months away from that, so that's the idea. I gave targets and full technical analysis for this position 2 days ago. It's here on the website, but this one is only for premium members. And by the way, guys, I'm running a poll again. If you go to dopeforever.com/polls, you can see here, you can vote for the next technical analysis. Right now, we have 126 votes in one day. I did this yesterday, and these are the top 15 coins by market cap, including Bitcoin. So if you want to vote, you can just come here and vote. And if you want to be notified when I make this video for the winner coin, and maybe I'm going to be picking up the top 3 winners here. I will do 3 coins in one video probably. I'm going to be doing full analysis for the winners. If you want to be notified when I upload this video tomorrow, subscribe to this Telegram channel, because this video is not going to go on YouTube. It'll go only on my website, but it's going to be free and open for anyone to watch. It's just not going to be on YouTube. It'll be on the website. So if you want notifications every time I upload videos that don't go on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to this Telegram channel here. It's free. We are almost 1,000 people in this channel now. So yeah, awesome to have you all there, guys. And I think I'm going to leave the video here. I hope it was informative and helpful. And yeah, that's all for today. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye.